I am the Queen of Hats. Welcome to Dessert Trews Special Edition, Episode 6. Becoming the Universe. Billy went silent for a while, though sometimes I could feel him around as I went about my day. It was almost June. June, when he visited me again. But he sounded very different. His voice was slow, hypnotic, and dreamy. It seemed to be coming from far, far away. I know my voice sounds funny today, far off and kind of intoxicated. Don't get scared, little one. I'm not high. Laughing. I'm just further along than I was before. I'm alone, but it's a good alone. It's not like the alone I felt those last 2 years of my life. After you die, you spend a lot of time, solo time, exploring yourself as a universe. Do you believe that? You are the universe. But society teaches you different. Society teaches limitation. It's true, they do. Believe me, Annie, everything you ever need is already inside you. And who you really are is far beyond your comprehension. That's why living squeezed into the human experience can be painful at times. It was for me. It's been, 4 months since I was hit by God's delivery service? I thought I'd never get tired of watching my hologram, but after a while it became clear that all roads ultimately led me to the same place. The precious moment. Floating out here in space, which is a lot more fascinating than looking back at the life I left behind. A hologram must have some built-in destruct mechanism, because I lost interest in it as the images faded to nothing. As the last image evaporated out of nowhere, the super radiant vertical ray of blue light burst into the scene. The light became 10 times my size, even though I really don't have a size. But you know what I mean. It reminded me of a stick figure zigzagging like a wavy electric current coming out of its body, were a bunch of fluorescent branches that looked like arms reaching in my direction. This light seemed friendly and glad to see me. I felt friendly toward it too. But since I had no idea what the proper protocol was, I didn't say or do anything. I figured I wasn't the one in charge. You're probably curious about why I felt friendly toward a giant figure with lightning tentacles, but the benevolence of whomever or whatever this was left no room for fear. I'm pretty sure it was one of those invisible higher beings who's been hanging around. Maybe I'm only ready to meet it in this form, or maybe this is its form. I can't really say. What I can say is that the higher beings seem to be particular attributes of the divine presence, this limitless light that fills the universe everywhere, is personally contain every good quality imaginable. Perfect wisdom, yes. Tender compassion, of course. All-encompassing love, definitely. Whatever qualities come under the heading of benevolence, that virtue is right here in the light. It's different with these higher beings. They're more specific, more personal, like the divine presence is focused through a prism. And the colored rays that come through the prism, these are the higher beings. Anyway, as the lightning type being came closer to me, it radiated its electric kind of energy right through its phosphorescent arms. Kind of sounds like a movie I remember. I compared it to electricity, not because it was painful in any way, but because it gave me a jolt. The kindness and understanding from the higher beings now comes to me from myself. I love myself as never could have when I first arrived in the afterlife. I guess that means even the soul changes. If there's one thing worth doing on your planet, it's discovering self-love. I say discovering instead of learning, because learning implies you're starting from zero. The truth is, you already love yourself. When you're born, when the amnesia happens, you forget your magnificence. and think you have to earn the right to be loved. How can you earn what already belongs to you? My encounter with the light being began a new phase of my journey, the phase that I'm now in, becoming the universe. That electric jolt made me rise up, spread out, and expand across the cosmos. I've got stars and moons and galaxies inside and around me. There's some kind of processing happening, like there's a giant pinball machine of light. The sensation keeps getting better and better. The thing about becoming the universe is, I'm going to say this, but the words really aren't going to do it justice. The more I let go of my so-called self, the better I feel. As I blend more and more into the universal energy, I think, this is it. I'm going to lose myself. But it feels so good, I don't care. So I let go and blend. Then lo and behold, I'm still myself, but more blissed out. That's why I sound so dreamy. Well, he did. Becoming the universe is how I understand the incomprehensible nature of this otherness, how I venture into the dimension of what you may call the source. And I can say, most inadequately, that the center of everything is an energy, an immaterial material that, for lack of a better word, I'll identify as love. Wow, baby sister, and how I love and how it feels good, this love. You can't imagine it. You really can't. There's no way for you to. I guess that ordinarily someone going through this isn't talking about it, just experiencing it. But who knows? Who knows why you can hear me? After I died, I could see you, and I could see all the pain in you. And I started to talk, to try to make you feel better. It was a big surprise that you could hear me. I'm surprised, as you are. And speaking of surprises, one is coming. I was having a hard time hearing Billy. He sounded like someone slowly coming out of anesthesia or waking up from a deep sleep. It would have taken me an extra 25 minutes to read as if I did it in Billy's voice. I took a blanket and some pillows and spread them out on the deck outside my bedroom. It was a breezy morning. Yeah, just like this one. You can hear the the wind chime. And the moon was still visible. Could what was happening to Billy up there happen in some way to me down here? I wanted to become the universe. Like my brother. Starting at the vast, cloudless blue sky, my confusion about what to do with my life began to dissolve. Maybe I didn't have to be a particular someone or something. Maybe I could let go of all the ways I defined myself. Maybe it was okay for things to be just the way they are. My reverie was disturbed by the phone ringing. Permission for my meditation teacher to use 2 of my songs. Can he influence what will happen? Is Billy simply some super psychic part of myself? The question seemed to loosen the Earth's gravitational pull on me, and I felt like the air. Somebody make up a song. I'm done. What does Russell do? He does like the arm thing. I'm done. Bye. It won't.